welcome back to my channel and to another Meals of the Week video. So this week was actually my son's 18th birthday, as you can probably tell, so I just thought I'd pop in a few of his little decorations and bits. So for his birthday breakfast he requested sausage and hash brown kind of McMuffins, so rather than putting the egg in, we got some of the patties that you can get in Aldi, and we popped them in the muffins with cheese slices and two of the little mini hash browns. I think I got these in the pound shop. You don't often see the little round ones. Anyway, my three teenage boys eat an absolute ton, so I made a load of these. I also did some croissants and some different cheeses and some of the finest sausages from Aldi. I think they were honey and chili. They were really good. We had some milkshake and a tray of donuts. He's not keen on any kind of buttercream or icing or frosting, so he didn't want any kind of cake. And obviously being 18 he had to light his candles himself. So we had a few days out and bits planned. We'd had a supercar experience booked for 4 supercars round a racetrack near us, and he absolutely loved that. We also all went and did a Segway tour, which was so funny. The 5 of us together just have such a good time. It was absolutely brilliant and we didn't stop laughing. And then we went to a 4DX cinema and watched Gran Turismo. And just a word of warning, if you have sports leggings or any kind of slippery trousers, don't wear them to a screening where that you're going to get thrown around the cinema, because I ended up almost on the floor several times. Highly recommend wearing some non-slip trousers, but that was so funny as well. We've never experienced a film quite like it in 4D. It was absolutely brilliant and we had the best time. So I'm just starting some dinner for tonight because we are going out. So what I wanted to do was do a slow cooker chicken curry. So I've got these two from Aldi. They're the ones with like the powder on the top. Got a butter chicken and a tikka masala. In here I've got some potatoes that needed using up and 2 large, really strong onions. And then I've got some chicken breast in here that's I've got out the freezer to defrost. So I'm just basically going to chuck it all in together and then turn it on and leave it on low. I'm also going to add a tablespoon of tandoori curry powder. And I think what I'm going to do is maybe add half of each of these and then see what it's like when I get home, then add the other half so it's not too wet. So I'm just going to throw it all in and then we can go out for the day and it'll be fine. So we are home now from our day out. Today we have been out at a racetrack and Bailey's had an amazing time racing all the different cars and giving me a heart attack. But the curry is looking absolutely amazing with the chicken and the potatoes. It's actually quite spicy, so I wasn't factoring that one in, but never mind. We like it spicy. Out of the 5 of us, there's only Oscar who's probably not as keen on it too hot, but it'll be fine. I'm going to serve this with some rice, and I'm going to be lazy tonight and just use the packet one that you put in the microwave because I can't bother to cook. It's been a long day, it's been a long week to be honest. But yeah, this is our slow cooker chicken and potato curry. There's onions in there, and yeah, so a little bit of rice. I've also got some homemade flatbreads in the freezer, which I might get out as well, but I'll show you it when I've plated it all up. So here it is served up. I absolutely love slow cooked chicken curry because the chicken is all pulled and shredded, and you saw me this morning, I literally threw it all in. It is now 6:48 in the evening. I've just done some microwave rice which took a couple of minutes. We've got potato, onion, our curry and our chicken in there, and I love it. I love slow cooker meals, and I think that it just feels so nice to come home from a busy day and have something you can just stick in a bowl and eat. Don't really know how to word that, but you know what I mean. Convenience, but not convenience. So yeah, this is what is for dinner tonight. So in here we have got chocolate donuts that I bought for the birthday breakfast. Then we've got some caramel and vanilla gelato on top with some squirty cream and some carnation caramel drizzle. And the chicken noise you can hear is our bulldog because she's obsessed with squirty cream. And yeah, I just thought I'd film this as well because it looks really amazing. I heated the donut up in the microwave as well.
This is mine and it looks so much better than Jake's because I put loads of mine special ingredients.
Just doing tonight's dinner, and I didn't want to turn the oven on just for one garlic bread, so I thought I'd do it in the air fryer, but it doesn't fit. So I've squeezed it down and it's like wedged in. I literally turned it upside down and the thing's not going to come out. So we shall see. Steve said it will go floppy and it'll be fine, but if not, we are going to have extremely burnt garlic bread. I'm not putting the oven on, just for one little piece of bread. So the garlic bread came out fine, if a little bit wonky around the edges. So we have got corned beef pasta. So it's corned beef in a bolognese sauce with some extra added ingredients. Secret recipe, it's not really secret. I use scissors to cut the garlic bread. And some grated cheese on top. And yeah, this is what we have for dinner tonight. That's really stinging. Okay, sometimes dinners just have to be a bit random, don't they? So I've got loads of potatoes to use up, so I've made some wedges. They are crispy, just some of them are a bit anemic looking. It's just one of those days. I've cooked some burgers. These are 100% beef from Lidl. And then some gammon steaks. So everyone's having different versions. I'm probably going to have salad. Some people are going to have their burgers in buns. This one, I think this is Oscar's. He's going to have a fish portion because he loves battered fish. And there was only one left. Sweet corn wedges, burger, gammon wedges, sweet corn salad. I don't know, I'm just done in today. So yeah, this is what is for dinner tonight. So I had some sausages that I got in Lidl for a really, really good price. These were 60% off. So instead of being £2.79, they were £1 12p, and there's 12 pork sausages in there. So I wanted to do something with those, just something a bit different rather than sausage wraps, which we do a lot, or like toad in the hole. So I thought I'd make some meatballs. So what I'm going to do is make up my sage and onion stuffing mix and add the sausage meat, like skin them and add them to it, like you would for Christmas when you make your like sausage meat stuffing. So I'm going to use this to make them into meatballs. So I'm probably going to put a bit less than you would if you were making stuffing, just because this has got a lot of breadcrumbs in and we'll make them quite dry. So I'm going to put less than I normally would, but still enough to give them a nice flavour. Mix them together, pop them in the oven. And then I'm going to serve that with some boiled rice and some tender stem broccoli and some of this southern fried gravy. I just feel like this would go really nice with like a sage and onion sort of meatball. Yeah, over the top of white rice with tender stem broccoli. So I've also got some muscle food sausages out as well of the freezer that need using up, and they're really, really spicy. They're chicken and chilli ones. So I might make half normal and half chicken and chilli. But I'll show you as I go. So the first thing I'm going to do is put some of this in a bowl with some water and then add the sausage meat to it and kind of just play it a little bit by eye. Play it by eye? That doesn't really make sense. Just kind of, you know, just eyeball it basically and how much I need. So they're not too dry but they're not too wet. So yeah, I don't know if that sounds nice or not. Just let me know what you think and I'll let you know what we think when we actually eat it. So I've put the whole packet of stuffing in here and it says 425ml of hot water. I've added about 375, so about 50ml less than it said. And I have used the whole packet because I'm steaming up. Because I remember there's actually 12 sausages in there, and I think if I made it at Christmas I'd probably only add 6. So we might have a ton of these like little sausage stuffing meatballs left over, but that's not a bad thing, is it? Does anybody else love sausage meat cold? Just reminds me of Christmas. Cold with pickles and beetroot and ham and a nice crusty warm baguette with loads of butter. Getting a bit carried away, I'm just making meatballs. So yeah, I'm going to let that sort of mix together and then I'm going to squeeze my sausages into it. And then I think I'll use a separate pack because I've got 2 boxes of the stuffing. So I'll use a separate one to do the chicken and chilli sausages. And yeah, they can always take these in baguettes for lunch to work if they want to, if we have some left. So yeah, I'm going to get squeezing. So I've transferred the plain sausage ones to a bigger tray. I've just greased the tray lightly because I don't want them to stick, and stuffing always does. And then these are the chicken and chilli ones. They're a lot more smooth. I suppose there's a lot less fat in those sausages, and yeah, they're not quite as sticky. So we'll see what they come out like. I'm not sure what we're going to serve the chilli ones with, but yeah, these are going to go with broccoli, rice and the southern fried gravy. And yeah, it smells like Christmas in here. So I'm just going to pop these in the oven and start to tidy up because I have made a mess. So here are the meatballs out of the oven, and I'm just about to serve it up with some rice and the gravy and all those kind of bits. They smell really good. So here we are, served up with our broccoli. I've just done that in the microwave in its packet because it's frozen. And then the meatballs with our southern fried gravy and rice. Really, really nice, looks so good. So we have got the chicken meatballs that I made, or they're chicken and sausage meat, no. They're chicken and chilli sausages with the stuffing mixture mixed in, and then I've made them into balls, a little bit like little chicken koftas or something. Homemade flatbreads underneath, and then we've got lettuce, cucumber, coriander, onion, lighter than light mayo, and some piri piri sauce. And this is what we're having for dinner tonight. And the meatballs are really, really spicy. There's also fresh green chilies on there, and I've just doused mine in piri piri, so yeah, it's going to be a hot one. So for tonight's dinner I've done a couple of different things. I've got some pasta that I've just chopped up some chorizo, like a chorizo ring. I've dry fried that. Sorry, the dishwasher's on and gurgling. And then I've got a cheese and bacon like pasta sauce in Sainsbury's. So I've mixed that through with the cooked pasta and the cooked chorizo, and then I've put some mixed veg in. So we've got carrot, peas, green beans, and I think there might be sweet corn in there. But Jake is not keen on cheese sauce at all, so I've done the same for him with the chorizo and the veg. But I had some rice left over in the fridge, so I've just whisked up a couple of eggs and then kind of made him an egg fried rice instead of the cheese pasta. So this is what we're all having in various different forms. Although Jake's the only one having rice, everyone else is having a pasta and chorizo. Okay, so this is not my traditional looking dinner. There's nothing that weird about it, to be honest, but me and Steve are actually going out to the cinema on our own tonight. So all five of us usually tend to go together, but this film we're going to go and see on our own. The boys weren't interested, so they are staying home tonight because now we have an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old and a 13-year-old. It's fine to pop out for a couple of hours because we have what's technically termed as an adult in the house, and my mum's next door anyway, so they'll be fine. But I'm going to leave them some food because I'm kind like that and I fuss over them. To be honest, I should have just let them fend for themselves, but I'm not that kind of mum. I like to have things ready, and I know they've all had really busy days and they're going to come in from work and out with their friends really, really hungry. So yeah, now I've finished waffling. What I've done is I've cooked some burgers. These are the extra special, or what is it, Lidl Deluxe Chipotle chili burgers. So the older two are having burgers. In here we've got cheese slice, some ketchup, the burgers, the buns, obviously brioche buns. And then I only had 3 brioche buns, so this is actually a Subway roll. And I've cut the burger in half. It's also got a cheese slice in there. Just put that in there. Then I've cooked some wedges in the oven, so they've gone nice and crispy. And I've popped some cheese singles on the side, so it's up to them whether they want to put those on top and microwave them, or they can all use the air fryer, so they're quite welcome to put these dishes and their burgers in the air fryer and heat them up that way. That way they'll be a bit more crispy. But it takes longer and it's more effort, so I've got a feeling they're all going to go for microwave method. And then they've got a little pot of coleslaw each. I got these in Sainsbury's. This is the Taste of Difference Luxury Coleslaw. And there's also a slice of cake each in this bag if they want it. So we've got one of the older two, and then for Oscar, he didn't actually get an option of burgers. I've decided he's having nuggets because I don't think he'll like the spiciness of the Chipotle. So he's got chicken nuggets or chicken dippers, he's got cheese singles in his wedges, and then the coleslaw as well. So yeah, they can just heat this up and then we can go out, enjoy our movie, come back. They probably won't even know we've gone. The bowls will all be just chucked in the dishwasher if they're good. If not, they'll just be left on the side. And yeah, and I bought these two in Sainsbury's today as well, these little jugs. These are to make our chai lattes because we've got the little sieves and we just needed some jugs to make them up in, pour them through the sieve into a cup. So they were from Habitat and they were £2 each reduced, so I thought they were quite cute as well. So no, yeah, this is what the boys are having, and then Steve and I, when we get back later on, have got some chili jam and I think it's salami pizzas that I got in Lidl, I don't know, but I'll show you that later if that's what we have, or we might sneak out and have a meal on our own, who knows. Just quickly wanted to come back and point out I have wrapped it all up. I'm not just going to leave it all open. So yeah, to the elements, I have covered it all in foil and the cheese singles are still wrapped as well. So yeah, there it is all ready for their dinner. So for tonight's dinner we have got these little, well no, not little actually, quite big pizzas. These are from Lidl. We've got some coleslaw there. Sainsbury's Taste the Difference coleslaw that I got on special offer, or reduced. Lettuce, onion, some cucumber, some chilli flakes, and these pizzas are salami, chili jam and sourdough with generous helpings of spicy salami, fiery chilies and a sweet chili jam. And they are these ones. They're new in Lidl, and they look, Lidl? No, hang on, are we Lidl or Aldi? No, they're new in Aldi, and yeah, this is what we're having tonight. Probably going to save some for breakfast because I love cold pizza for breakfast, but yeah, this is what we're having.